Dear future officers, welcome to Future IAS Academy under the guidance of Satish Sir, an ex-civil servant, a philanthropist and a person dedicated for the cause of civil servant. Today we will discuss two important aspects in ethics. What is tested in ethics? One of the most important thing is attitude, and other thing is aptitude. These are very confusing, often thought, read and understood in a wrong way, means they are not having conceptual clarity. If you give impeccable concentration, you can have mastery over these concepts in just few minutes. So let's get started. Aptitude. So what is aptitude? What is aptitude? Civil Service Aptitude Test. What is the meaning of that? Previously we were not having aptitude. Why they have kept this now? Why it is said to be aptitude? What is the meaning of aptitude? Ability to do. Good. Very good. You are very near. Ability to do what? So we will get into that. So here aptitude. So this is in chapter number 3. So you can see this in the syllabus. Let's get started. Now just observe. What is that one thing which you see among all the people who are playing basketball? There is one thing common among all. What is that? Think it over. Or I am not like gender biased, you can take our women section also. What is that one thing which is present in all women? Individually or here too, Chinese people playing. That is with respect to basketball. Now see these people, sprinters, 100 meter, 200 meters. Almost they have got similar things. Compare this to long distance runner. Is there anything which is common among all these people? Yes. Let me make this concept clear in a fundamental way. Okay. Now, cricket. You all are aware of cricket. Here, Brett Lee, Anil Kumble, Harbhajan Singh, all these people are bowlers. Why they are not good batsmen? Why they are not good batsmen? Do you think they have not tried to be good batsmen? Batting is one of the most important thing. In fact, in cricket, batting has a leverage, high scope, and they are having fame, money, everything. But why they have failed? Have you seen Brett Lee ever hitting a century? 100 times he has failed, never hit any 100. Why? Let me ask you one more thing. I used to like batting like anything. So I always used to think, and even I used to practice on road. So ilag ball vaste like ilag kotali, ilag 6, alagane. But I was a poor batsman. The ball used to come, I used to drive or hit that one, straight bowled. Arey ye kya ho raha hai? That doesn't stop here. At the same time, I was one of the fastest bowler. Even after 20 years, students in my graduation, like my friends, they may not remember my name, but they remember, oh, you fast bowler. Because I was bowling that fast. But I never used to like bowling. I never practiced. Just go and just swing your hands 2-3 times, go, just throw. Why is that? Why? Think it over. Let me give you another important thing here. There are two people. Okay. Think that there are two people, A and B. This is with respect to singing. Right? A likes singing like anything. He daily practices. You might have seen in old movies. Morning 5 o'clock, immersed in water, goggling, all those things. He likes and also he is practicing day in and day out. But he is not singing properly. On the other hand, there is one person B. He doesn't like singing. He is not practicing at all, but he can sing very good. Why? Can you guess? Why? That is aptitude. Means there are something with which you are born with. They are naturally, they have come naturally, they are natural. They are innate. They have come from birth. They have come from genes. Have you seen any basketball player 4 feet tall? 4 feet unna basketball player chusara? Top athlete, 100 meters and 200 meters, 5 feet. Have you seen? All sprinters are above 6. So here these are the qualities from which they are born. So aptitude refers to those qualities which you are born with. You might have heard some people, sir, maths I feel very, very difficult. Numbers ante avadu. But for others, there will be some people, they will be even reading the, what is that? Like scooter or bus number plates also. They are able to calculate because they have born with these capabilities. Others are not. So that is the most important thing. So in all these things, you saw the perfections. Say for example, basketball, Britley or me with respect to this. There are some things which are present, which are required to excel in all those things. So what may be those things? Is this skill? Is this ability? Is this achievement? Is this intelligence? What is your answer? In all the examples, say for example basketball, what is that? Any of these things? Dear students, the answer is aptitude. Aptitude. But these things are closely related. Skills, aptitude, ability, they are closely related. To understand aptitude clearly, you should understand the difference between all these things. So now let us understand the concept of aptitude in relation to these things. Then you will understand the concept better. So one thing, skill and aptitude. To begin with, skill is that which is learnt. आप सीखते हैं, నేర్చుకుంటారు మీరు. How you learn? By practice and repetition. If you learn anything by practice and repetition, that will be skill. On the other hand, can aptitude be learnt? No, because it is inborn. Say for example, I am dark skinned. With I practice something like that, can I become white? Because these are fundamental. They have come in my genes. Say for example, you are 6 feet. Can you become 5 feet with practice? Why? Because you are born with these things. So here, to begin with, aptitude and skill. Aptitude is inborn, innate or natural. This has come to you by naturally. On the other hand, skill is that which you have learned, gained, through learning and practice. So this is the one fundamental difference you should be understanding. Skill is inborn, innate, natural, aptitude, natural, inborn. Skill is that you learn. How you learn? By practice and repetition. Then aptitude and intelligence. How are they related? If there is one thing which is closely related to aptitude, that is intelligence. Aptitude and intelligence are very, very closely related, but they are different. What is intelligence? In simple word, you can say that is mental ability, general mental ability, GMA, the ability to correlate, integrate, assimilate, draw conclusions is said to be intelligence. Then how are these related? The most important thing which differentiates aptitude and intelligence is work. In aptitude, these are directly related to work. If I say I have got good aptitude with respect to this work, it means that I can do this work good. But can an intelligent person say the same thing? So I repeat, intelligence means only general mental ability. It doesn't talk anything about the work. But here, very, very important, aptitude is directly related to work. So aptitude is related to work. This is general mental ability, ability to correlate, assimilate, this kind of mental abilities. Aptitude may be physical. Basketball. What is the aptitude required for playing basketball? You should have good height. Not only that, it may be mental. Say for example, spatial ability. Say for example, spatial ability, what is that? Drawing. Some people, they see your face and they just write as you are. Many are not able to do that. Why is that? They lack spatial ability. So it may be mental also, and it may be both physical and mental. Very important, aptitude may be physical, mental, both physical and mental. On the other hand, intelligence, is this physical? Is intelligence related to your physical capacity? No. So here intelligence is only mental. And when coming to the next one, you have got attitude, which is a future potential. When I say you have got aptitude, it does not say that you can do the work very good. You have got good tone. It doesn't mean that you will become a singer of Lata Mangeshkar fame, Kishore Kumar Singh, or anyone. So it is a future potential. So here, like coming to the example, like how physical and mental things with respect to this. Cricket, I said, why I was not a good batsman? Why I was not good batsman? How you can beat the ball to 4 or 6? Ball is coming from that side, so you will be seeing in eyes. So will you be beating the ball in eyes? Hand. So what is required here? To be a good batsman, you require hand and eye coordination. So maybe that is not, may not be like it was not present with me. So you are seeing the ball with your eyes and you are connecting. So hand and eye are coordination. Football, you might have seen some football players, even the ball comes from the other court. They just like, as we catch in hands, they just stop the ball with legs. Why is that? They have got better eye and leg coordination. That is present. That is, they are born with. Okay. So here, coming to the aptitude part, it is a future one. But here, it is a present with respect to intelligence. And With respect to aptitude, it is specific to work. As I said, intelligence is a broader one, general mental ability. Clear? So, what is the difference between intelligence and aptitude? First and foremost, work. Aptitude is related to work. This is general mental ability. Aptitude may be physical, mental, both physical and mental. Intelligence is just mental. And here it is future potential. I have got good tone, but only with practice I can become good singer. I have good hand-eye coordination. I cannot be like a good player without practice. Only with practice I can play like Sachin Tendulkar. On the other hand, coming to intelligence, it is the present. And aptitude is specific, intelligence is a broader one, general one, right? Then you may note down this some of the important things that we have discussed in a systematic way. One, aptitude is inborn potential, or you can write inborn ability, just 2 words. And I repeat, if you want to master anything, if you want to good marks, you should learn the things in keywords. If you try to remember the definition, it may not be possible. You may have to remember 10,000 definitions. So, how to master anything? Just keywords. See, I have been using the same keywords here. So, what is aptitude? Inborn potential or ability. Then next you have got aptitude is a future potential. There, this is the formula you can write. So, aptitude plus training leads to your ability. You have got good voice. With training, you can become a good singer. You have got very good hand and eye coordination. With training, you can become a good batsman like Sachin Tendulkar. So, very, very important aspect is training. Without training, aptitude cannot relish as an ability. Aptitude may be physical, mental, or both, and they are related to specific work. And you might have heard many teachers saying, "Sir, your boy is very talented, but he is not getting marks." Why? Not practicing. Very good. So, he has got the things. So, here this is the one missing. Sir, he has this one. So, a person who has got high aptitude, what we call him? We call talent, a talented person. So, here high, but no training, because of that you are not getting. Outstanding aptitude can be considered talent, talented. So, talented does not mean that he is practicing and coming, learning skills. No, he already has those things. Okay, just have a look and just write the key terms. Inborn potential, aptitude plus training is equal to ability. It may be physical, mental, or both, related to specific work. Outstanding aptitude is talent. Outstanding aptitude is talent. Now comes the most important thing, that is definition. So, here this is the one which I prefer. You should be internalizing this. Aptitude is the natural capacity. So, what do you mean by natural? We are born with, inborn, innate. So, natural capacity, not learned. What is the opposite of natural here? Learned. It is not learned. Natural capacity of an individual to acquire a competency or skill through training. It's a beautiful one which defines everything. First thing is, it is inborn, and of an individual, natural capacity of an individual to acquire any competency or any skill by training. Natural capacity to acquire You can take here once again, when you get things like this, natural ability to acquire, if you are getting difficulty, just remove this. Acquire skills through training. Acquire competence through training. The same thing in the next one. Aptitude is the component of the competence to do certain things, certain kind of work at certain level. So it's just bringing the same thing in another way. That's it. So have you understood definition? Anything, any word difficult for you? This is the one most important and very simple and authentic. Then a very important thing. I may like dancing. I may like singing. If I don't have that natural ability, should I try to become a good dancer? I have got a very bad throat, but I like singing like anything. Should I try to become a good singer? So in your life too, if you want to succeed, you should first know what are your aptitude, inborn capacities. Then only you should be choosing the careers. So please choose only those jobs or careers in which you have got high aptitude. Means you have got natural ability higher than others. You should be choosing those. Say for example, it is said Sachin Tendulkar went to his coach. He used to like bowling very much and he in fact wanted to be a fast bowler. The coach said, no, you may like that, but you don't have natural ability for that. So concentrate on batting. He became like world top batsman. So you also should be choosing those fields where you have got natural ability. So high aptitude plus liking, if it is there, excellence is assured. If you don't have natural ability, however hard you study, you may not have excellence. Okay. So briefly, all these people, don't think that they have not tried. They have tried hard. Like anything, but they are not able to have that hand-eye coordination. They are not able to beat the ball. But they have got the ability to throw the ball, swing the ball. So they have chosen that. With respect to me also, batting, I lack natural ability to connect the things, hand and eye coordination, but I am able to throw, natural ability. So aptitude required for civil servants. What are the attributes required for civil servants? What are the aptitudes required for civil servant? Here is the catch. Civil service aptitude test. What all they are testing? Can you say they are the aptitude required for civil servant? In your CSAT paper, there are some topics given. Comprehension, interpersonal skill, decision making, reasoning, all these things. Can we say these are the aptitude required for civil servant? The answer is absolutely. The title itself, Civil Service Aptitude Test. So what is it? This one, this is a test of the aptitude. So these are the things which are tested. Before that, let me just tell you like how this evolved, all these things. Before 2011, we were having optionals in prelims. So you used to have like 250 marks optional and also 150 marks GS. Almost then nobody used to read GS because 250 marks. Just concentrate on optional and also you just had 100 questions. Same time, here 150 questions. Afterwards, UPSC made a very good decision. It changed the pattern where paper 1 general studies 200 marks and second is civil service aptitude 80 questions. Previously there were 100 questions. Why they reduced to 80 questions? Because people in the North India, they went on strike. They opposed English component. In 2015, there were 100 questions. But since the people agitated, they gave the instruction that don't attend 20 questions from English. From 2016, 16 only 80 questions. Mean to say already question paper was set, but government was forced to adopt that. So we were having 100 questions in 2015, but students were asked to write only 80. English is removed. So this is the one which you have now. Now this is the one which is there in CSAT. So what are these? Comprehension, interpersonal skill, communication skill, decision making, problem solving, logical reasoning, analytical ability, general memory, basic numeracy. These are the things required in a civil servant. And the other are GS. So here can you find like the difference with respect to polity, with respect to geography, with respect to history? If you read more, you will understand, it becomes easy. On the other hand, these have an element of inborn things which you have to understand. So what is civil service aspirant? Aptitude, all these things, a very, very important. What are the aptitude required for civil servant means all these things. Clear? In addition, you have to add one more. What is that? IPS officer. Can 3 feet person become IPS officer? So physical is also required. So in addition to this, physical. So this is the aptitude for civil servant. So what are the aptitude which have to be present in civil servant? These things with physical. This is the thing which you should be studying. Many. Now let us put our application part. UPSC civil service, many have failed. What is the way out? What is the way out here? I already told you, aptitude plus training is equal to your ability. So what you should be doing? First identify your ability. Aptitude plus training is equal to ability. So first know your civil service aptitude. So how to know your civil service aptitude? Take the previous year questions. See whether you can answer them or not. Where you stand. Once you know that, depending on that, you should put the practice. See here, very important. See here, this is with respect to UPSC exam. If you take, what is that they are requiring? 1/3 of the questions, that is fixed. Aptitude, inborn thing, this is also fixed. So now what is the only variable? Here, training. So my dear students, go home, take PYQs, CSAT and try whether you can answer them or not. If you are not able to answer, even without the limitation of the time, then you should be training more. So first thing is analyze what is your aptitude, then based on that training. If high aptitude, less training is required. If low aptitude, more training is required. That is a simple one. So know your civil service aptitude and practice. Then the next question arises as to, if low aptitude, what you should be doing? Increase the training. Then very important one, don't touch very, very difficult questions in CSAT. Mean to say, you are preparing. Think that in that maybe seating arrangement. Seating arrangement was one of the things which I couldn't understand. For some, maybe blood relation. They will be saying, his father's, mother's, daughter's sister is your friend. Who is he? Re, kidhar se aa gaya? You may not understand. Then they may give direction one. He goes 2 meters left, right, right, right. How long he is from the original place? So here, you may not be having the inborn aptitude for all these things. So if something is very, very difficult when you are preparing, definitely that will be difficult in the examination also. Is my point clear to you? If something, some topic, this has to be topic, some topic is very, very difficult for you, at least in the beginning, please don't touch. Because already you know this is not possible, this is not my cup of tea. This of all, if you want, you can touch in the last, because here you don't have the aptitude and you are bound to fail. Say for example, seating arrangement is very difficult for you. Please don't touch, because already it's known to you. Once again, why to take chance? If at all, if you want to take chance, take in the last. Okay. So if you have got any doubt with respect to aptitude, you can ask me. So I think by now you got some clarity with respect to civil service aptitude also. Okay. Now let us understand yet another most important thing, attitude. What do you understand by attitude? ఓ యాటిట్యూడ్ దికారా హై, యాటిట్యూడ్ చూపిస్తున్నాడు అంటే ఏంటి? Is that the correct one? So let me just go back to the another thing. What is tested in ethics paper? Ethics, integrity and aptitude. What is tested there? Attitude, approach and problem solving. So what is tested? Please note down the acronym. You know Arvind Kejriwal, a civil servant X. His party Aam Aadmi, AAP. So what is tested in civil service? Attitude, approach, problem solving. That's it. So what is tested? AAP, Aam Aadmi Party. That is the one which is tested. So attitude is the most important thing. This paper will include have questions to test the candidate's attitude, approach and his problem solving ability. So this is the content. Here you have got attitude, content, structure, first one. Then afterwards, attitude, influence on thought and behavior, moral and political attitudes, social influence and persuasion. The last one is the most important one with respect to your case studies. Social influence, how society influence, these are the things. So let us not get into the details. You may get confused because you are not having a fair idea of these things. Now we will concentrate to the topic of attitude. Okay, these are some of the PYQs which we will be solving all these things later. What is aptitude? Can your opinions be equated to aptitude? In my opinion, Chandrababu Naidu is one of the good politician. I think that Jagan is a good politician. Can we equate your thought or opinion to attitude? Think it over. Now tell me which of these things are attitude. It's a very fine example given in NCERT. I have taken this. So I will give you some examples. You should be telling whether this is your attitude or not. I feel sad when I see people cutting tree. So I feel sad. Is this your attitude? Think it over. I'll give another example. I actively participated in tree planting. Actively participated. So here behavior. First one is feeling and emotion. Among this, which is attitude? Let me give you another one. In my opinion, Jagan Mohan Reddy is the greatest leader. Modi ji is the greatest leader. Among the three, which you consider is very near or it defines what attitude is? C. Yours? C. Okay, good. Your friend is with you. Nice. So here, if the answer is any of the three, then your concept of attitude is entirely wrong. The reason is, this is just feelings, what you feel, your emotions. This actively participated is a behavior. This is your cognition, what you are thinking, what you are thought. It is not your attitude. So these are your feelings, emotions. this is your behavior, this is your opinion, thought and cognition. These are not your attitude. Then what is attitude? To answer this, let us take one more example. It will make the things clear to understand what exactly attitude is. Can we equate all our opinions to attitude? Let me give a important thing in this reader. Let me take an example given in once again NCERT. I think that you can put anyone, Modi ji or Jagan, Babu, is the greatest leader India has ever had. I say that Jagan is the greatest leader India has ever had. Others disagree with you. In one case, when they disagree, you won't feel anything. Say for example, we will take the local example, Jagan. When I say Jagan is the greatest leader India has ever seen, others opposed me. I am not feeling anything. Then that is not your attitude. On the other hand, when I shared my thought that Jagan is the greatest leader and others opposed, I became very anxious. Jagan manchi leader ledu annappudu nenu emotions vachesindi and I beated physical. Then the second one is your attitude, not the first one. Why? See here, in my opinion means it's your thought. Somebody is opposing. You are not feeling bad. Ante feeling ledu. Behavior component ledu. On the other hand, when they oppose your thought, you are having feelings and also behavior. So this is the main important thing. So here, with respect to attitude, attitude is summary evaluation of A, B, C. Your affect, behavior and cognition. అదన్నీ సమ్మరీ చేసేస్తే దాని నుంచి ఏమొస్తుందో అది యాటిట్యూడ్. Is the point clear to you? So in the first case, it does not matter much to you if others disagree or not. In that case, it is just your opinion. In case 2, if someone opposes or challenges, you get emotional and you have made them part of your behavior. In this case, they are not merely your thoughts, they are your attitudes. What is attitude? Attitude is a summary evaluations which have thought, emotion and behavior components associated towards an object. A very, very important, a fundamental thing to understand what attitude is. So in attitude, you have got thought, your brain, your opinions, thought, and also your emotions, your feelings and behavior. So, and very important thing, you may be overlooking that, evaluations. Answer evaluation, what does it mean? They are evaluating. So there is a decision making. So in attitude, you are making a decision. Very important, you are making a decision. Not just on your feelings, your thought. That decision is based on all the 3. Is it clear? So attitude అంటే ఈ 3 కలిసి మనకు ఏమొస్తుందో అది. Otherwise it becomes a feeling, it becomes a just behavior. It is not the attitude. So here the same thing. So summary evaluations that have affective, behavioral and cognitive components associated with the object. So you can have an acronym. Attitude is equal to evaluation based on ABC. towards a object. ఇక్కడేంటి ఇంకొకటి కీ థింగ్, ఇఫ్ యు ఆర్ నాట్ ఎవాల్యుయేటింగ్ యూ డోంట్ హ్యావ్ యాటిట్యూడ్. ఎక్కడో ఎవరో పోతున్నారు, సంబడి ఈజ్ గోయింగ్ సమ్వేర్, యు ఆర్ నాట్ ఎవాల్యుయేటింగ్, something is happening somewhere, you are not evaluating means you don't have attitude. For attitude to be there, evaluation should be there. That evaluation should be based on your ABC. So what is the key term? ABC. Right? Let me ask you a question. What are the components of attitude? Attitudes में क्या है? What is attitude made up of? Very good. ABC. Affect means feeling and emotions. B, behavior. C, cognition. Cognition means thought, opinion. So attitude is having ABC. This is the first topic in your syllabus. Attitude content. What does the attitude consist of? A, B, C. So here don't forget these keywords also, evaluations. So if your evaluation is just based on your emotions, your behavior, your cognition, then that is not your attitude. Okay? Let us take a very well known definition in this regard. Attitude is a psychological tendency that is expressed by evaluating a particular entity with some degree of favor or disfavor. Psychological tendency, that's the one thing which is happening in your brain, mind. So it is a psychological tendency which is expressed by evaluating a particular entity with some degree of favor or disfavor. Here you have attitude only when you evaluate. If you think it is not for me, it is out of syllabus for me, you don't have attitude. Attitude involves decision making, whether it is liking, disliking, approving, disapproving, favoring, disapproving. So here very important. So attitude, for that you should have two keywords. First one is ABC and another one is evaluations and decision making. Okay? They are mental predispositions. What are attitude? Mental means mind. Predispositions means which are already present. Say for example, I will give you an example. Think that to your class, one boy or one girl, beautiful, handsome comes. They are filthy rich. They come in Benz car. Driver will bring their bag to the class and leave that boy or girl in the class and go. You have got mental picture, right? Think another situation. A tribal girl, tribal boy comes in the orthodox dress, ధోతి పంచా అన్ని పట్టుకొని వచ్చేస్తాడు. అతను చూస్తే ఒక మెంటల్ ప్రిడిస్పోజిషన్ ఉందా లేదా? Is it there or not? See here, you have not interacted with them. You just see some girl or boy who are very rich coming in big car, all these things. Will you approach them easily? The answer may be no. Why? You have got a mental predisposition, mental picture. Rich ante ilaguntaru, ilage. The other hand, the same boy and girl, poor, tribal, from backward area. So you have got different mental picture. Let me give you another. Say for example, people of coastal Andhra. ఒక మెంటల్ పిక్చర్ ఉందా? మెంటల్ ప్రిడిస్పోజిషన్. పీపుల్ ఆఫ్ తెలంగాణ, వీళ్ళు ఇలాగుంటారు, మెంటల్ పిక్చర్. పీపుల్ ఆఫ్ రాయలసీమ, రే ఫ్యాక్షన్, కడప బాంబు పెట్టేస్తారు. దట్ ఈస్ యువర్ యాటిట్యూడ్, మెంటల్ ప్రిడిస్పోజిషన్, వాట్ యు హ్యావ్. ఓకే, So, can we have attitude on anything? Can you have attitude on this pen? Can you have attitude on this board? How? The answer is yes. You can have attitude on anything, but what is the most important thing required? Evaluation, decision making. When you evaluate something with some degree of favor or disfavor, then only you can say attitude. So, you can have attitude on anything when you are evaluating them. So, you can have attitude on abstract concepts like liberalism, democracy. Similarly, objects like computer, pen, the board, on your own self, on other people, on political ideologies, social groups, all. So, you can have attitude or on anything, living or non-living. The only thing is evaluation should be there. If you are not evaluating anything, you won't be having attitude. Content of attitude. What are attitudes made up of? Attitude ఏముంటుంది? Evaluations. These evaluations are based on ABC. That's it. This is the first chapter. So, content of attitude. What are attitudes made up of? Here you have got a model known as multi-component model. Multi means many component model. It is also called ABC model, or it is also called CAB model. They all means the same. Tri-component model, they all mean the same. This is with respect to the first topic in the chapter, content of attitude. So, for this is a picture we should be taking. Cognition, affect, behavior, or you can change the sequence A, B, C. Here they have given C, A, B. Arrow marks are important. Attitude, right? So, here they are having affective. So, please learn the things here and now. You are already aware of ABC. Affect means feeling and emotions. Please learn here and now. Affective means just keywords, feelings and emotions associated. Behavior means past behaviors. Cognition means belief, thought, attributes. So, belief, thought, attributes, opinions. These are the components of attitude. Hope you had some idea, some clarity with respect to the most subjective concepts, attitude and aptitude today. If you have got any doubt, further queries, you can always talk to me. Not only that, as we proceed, we will take up all the questions with respect to this topic. We will solve them. As I already made this point clear, if you are not solving PYQs, your preparation has not yet started. Syllabus and PYQs should be started. So, as we proceed side by side, I will be taking all the PYQs and I will be solving. So, hope you have enjoyed the session. Have a great day. Enjoy your preparation. Thank you one and all.